Let's...
Okay. Hello.
Hello there, folks. It is I, Shimoda Ryan.
I'm Mega Silver 3000.
I'm looking at Dum.
And there's Retro Amy looking up his old memories.
Yeah, I was wanting, since the 360 store's now closed, I was thinking we might as well talk a little bit about Xbox memories.
But also, I want to now present to you a unique version of our little videos. We usually do Bloodcast and we don't have visuals, but you're in for a treat today because Lucario X Gundam is going to be playing which version of F-Zero again?
F-Zero X.
F-Zero X on the Nintendo 64.
Lucario X is playing F-Zero X.
And he's doing the death race, so you're getting the high rate. You're getting not only a Let's Play, but a Bloodcast. So Retro, you might want to start our topic?
It all started on the day of my actual birth.
How many times are you going to keep that joke around?
How many times are we going to keep around the whole Tunlow dies joke?
Alright, so it all started on the day
He
of my
got ran down by a train this week.
Anyway, continue.
It all starts on the day of my actual birth. Once I was conceived,
You got a PlayStation 3.
I always hated Xbox from the moment I was born.
You were also taught to speak French, remember? Immediately on your birth. Remember?
We.
so anyway, continue. Anyway, so what about Xbox?
Alright, let's see. So I was never a big fan of Xbox, and I'm still not a big fan of Xbox. So let's mourn the loss of the guy I just don't give a crap about. Try the 360.
Okay.
Hey, you gotta admit though, the Xbox 360 was probably the best generation for Xbox.
Yes, the 360 was. I'm gonna plug the laptop in before I forget. It was certainly...
It was going in the right direction until they decided that they wanted to focus on competing with the Nintendo Wii. And then then PlayStation just got the upper hand over them when they lowered the price of the PS3 and started putting out games on it, and Microsoft just focused on Kinect and whatnot.
Let's just be fair here and say this much, like, Microsoft was only able to win that console war. Well, I mean, it got second place. That's the best it got. It got second place.
It got third or second.
We're talking about like the second Xbox, you know?
Like, some lists I see the PS3 one, other lists I see the Xbox 360 one, but
We all agree. It was the Wii.
Mostly the general consensus is that the PS3 and Xbox 360 were tied.
I think like that's...
So that's why it's the Wii won, and the PS3 was second.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. The thing is, like, the Xbox and the PS3 had some really not so good starts, but here's the thing.
Well,
for one, the reason why I would say the Xbox got a good start was because of, well, Sony being cocky as fuck.
yeah.
Literally, really, the Xbox 360 would not have won if Sony just dropped the price down a bit.
Yeah.
But nope, Sony was high on her balls and fought to sell out the biggest, to make a meme called $559 US. Literally, there's a meme of that.
There would have been
And there's also, if I'm correct, there's also a meme for and the PS1 being $299.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So literally, the PS3 price is a reverse of that meme.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Anyway, continue, Retro.
The 360 would have done better if they actually had the Wayne The Rock Johnson introduce this one rather than just original.
It's just also the fact, but yeah, like, the Xbox 360 had a good start until the Red Ring of Death came in and kind of screwed them over.
Alright, it wasn't just that, it's just that and the Kinect, but outside that, they really didn't really have much ideas.
Yeah, like,
I mean, there were some games, like we had Halo and we had Gears of War.
and if I am correct, Halo 3 was supposed to be the last game, but then since they couldn't stop milking Halo, they got a new developer to do Halo.
Yeah, because I think the original studio just wanted to leave.
Yeah, I think.
Bungie left, I think.
And then
They Bungie jumped out there, baby!
Then 343 Industries were brought in to do Halo, and it's just more of the same from what I know.
And is it also kind of just? I think I
And that
often
the
hear.
stories are worse. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know too much about the Halo franchise as a whole, but what I do know is that the Halo wasn't really as popular or as well received as the first 3 games were.
You know, I think I heard like how basically how
I just killed 2 guys with one hit.
nice, but I kind of hear sometimes. I don't know if I remember this right, but like it's often like in case for Halo fans, like the last game was the best of the best, and the second game was like, in retrospect, it was kind of, it was an underrated gem, and then the new game comes like this is utter garbage, and then a few years later, it then changes.
Kind of like a few other her franchises, if we're being honest here.
So you're saying like Halo 5 got bad reception at launch, but after Halo Infinite, people are looking more positively back.
Well, it's like I think it started with Halo 3 first.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Halo 3 might not have been received back then very well, but then people go like, in retrospect, it was actually kind of good, and then they go like, oh, this is the pinnacle of the franchise.
Yeah, because Halo 3 was meant to be the end of the Halo franchise, and then Halo 4 came out.
How is
How
Halo
funny.
not?
Last guy I'm trying to take out is Samurai Goro, Captain Falcon's
Nice.
rival.
So how is Halo doing nowadays?
Well, I mean, Infinite.
It's getting popular again, from what I heard.
So
The cycle continues again.
yeah.
Or it's getting more. More people are playing it. But yeah, I think how it went was Halo Infinite was not really very popular, but it's starting to get popularity now.
I see.
So, when back then, when I was a Nintendo boy, everyone else, like literally everybody else, had an Xbox 360, and I just never understood it. I mean, like, sure, the graphics probably look better than the Wii, but with stuff like Skylanders, but everything else was just like first-person shooter. I'm like, eh.
I mean, I still have mine actually to this day. Actually,
Yeah,
Be honest.
I wish I still had mine, but my mom sold it so that they could get me a PS4, which I'm still grateful that I got a PS4 and that I had Batman Arkham Knight all to myself. But man, I miss playing my Xbox 360.
You know that there's not a lot of people who say I had Batman all to myself, except for a few women.
okay, what?
I seized an opportunity, okay?
I see an opportunity, I seize it.
I mean,
Sorry.
But I think I got my Nintendo Wii in 2009, I believe, and then I got the Xbox 360 in 2011, and with it I got I think with my Xbox 360 I got Need for Speed to Run.
Oh, I got that with my PlayStation 3. I only played it once and I've never touched it again.
I remember I couldn't even get past the QuickTime event a few times.
Oh yeah, if I recall,
I just played the QuickTime event and I think maybe a race or something. I don't know. I just got bored.
Yeah, and yeah, I think I still had my Wii and my DS when I got the 360, but I think when I got the 3DS, my mom said my Wii broke, but in reality she sold it to get the 3DS.
Oh, that is...
okay, that's a bit of a dick move.
Basically, the pattern was if I wanted a new console, my parents would sell my old one to get me a new one.
Yeah, that was the case when we played with the DS.
Yeah. Thankfully, that stopped after I got the PS4, because when I got my Nintendo Switch, I got to keep my PS4. When I got my Xbox Series X, I got to keep all my consoles.
and I didn't have to suffer that much. Instead when I felt like it was time to sell my console, that was it. I didn't have to sell my old consoles to get the new one. Well, except for the Wii U, because I mean it was the Wii.
It was the Wii U.
How was that decision?
It was just more like the Wii. There was the Wii, and then like the Wii U. So I just sold the Wii, and that was it. Done. I did have a GameCube so I could play GameCube games.
Yeah, I like how
until I got the Wii again, so then I didn't need.
I like how you got rid of the Wii and the Wii U just get the GameCube, and then you got rid of it just to get the Wii again.
Yeah, I didn't have the Wii U either, so...
Yeah, that was a very confusing thing to think about.
Yeah, I mean, when you're a kid and you don't have a job or a stable source of income, and I guess you have to sacrifice some pieces of your collection to get new stuff, but...
To be perfectly honest, when I was a kid, I didn't know much of the gaming landscape. I didn't know about the PS3 or Xbox or whatnot until I found out about them.
Huh.
Yeah, same with me, but it's like I didn't know about the very older consoles. Like, I didn't know a GameCube existed for some reason.
And I think I remember Retro...
I think the first time I heard about the
It was weird because we owned a PlayStation 1 and 2. I went to video game shops. How did I not know it was a GameCube?
I guess maybe it was because the GameCube wasn't as popular, and after once the Wii came out, GameStop got rid of all the GameCube stuff since it sold less.
I guess, but...
And we live in Ireland.
Yeah, I don't know, it's a bit less.
But just to mention it now, though, but like, going back to the Xbox 360...
It's still funny, like...
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
But like, I'm surprised that's the only console that I never really sold, or that's the only one I kept. Technically, I want to say this now, technically I gave it over to my sister, but like, she didn't use it too much. She only used it for playing Crazy Taxi.
Also, ironically, I actually still have my Nintendo Wii when okay, here's something funny. I actually had 2 Nintendo Wiis as a kid.
Oh.
One at my mom's place and one at my dad's place.
Fair enough.
The Wii I currently have was the one I got at my dad's place. And it's still working after all these years, and it's kind of funny because I think I was at my dad's place when I got the Wii on Christmas, and we also got the Wii at my mom's place. But my mom sold the Wii, the second Wii I got, which was the one at her place. But the Wii that I got, the first Wii I got, that was the one at my dad's place, which is technically the first console I ever got. I still have it after all these years. So. Yeah.
And it's a good way to show that how I was kind of a rookie on my starting part with the whole gaming landscape. I thought Ryu was Akira from Akira with boxing gloves.
Huh.
Akira, which Akira?
Akira from Virtual Fighter.
Oh, so
yeah, I did.
Oh, so you knew about Virtual Fighter before Street Fighter?
Yeah, thanks to Sega All-Stars.
Ah, fair enough. You know, actually, I think that's the same for me, but like, I think the only difference is probably because I had Street Fighter Cross Tekken, because, yeah.
I don't know how I knew about Street Fighter.
Anyway, but let's see, what else?
Well, anyway,
is there anything else about the Xbox, or like...
Well,
I did get the Kinect, but it was mostly my parents who...
I bought a Kinect, I still didn't know
I got Sonic
what.
I got Sonic Free Riders.
Funny enough, my parents were the ones who convinced me to get a Kinect. I don't think I was... I don't think I was that hyped about the Kinect. My parents just said, "Hey, this might be cool."
Look at that. Yeah. X is surrounded by a bunch of dead corpses.
Yeah, I'm surrounded by corpses.
That's Lucario X.
Lucario X's maniac side. Back to the Xbox 360. I believe I had it from 2011 up until 2015 when I asked for a PS4.
Let's see, for me, if I'm right, I mean, obviously, I still have mine to this day, but, if I remember right, maybe it was 2009, 2008, I don't know when, but I definitely got it sometime after after I got the Wii. So, I'm gonna guess, around 2009 to 2010? One of those two times, that was when I got the, yeah. We're gonna go with that.
Yeah.
I know that even when I had the PlayStation 3, I still didn't bother getting the 360 because why not? But then I just decided for my birthday, I can't remember, was it 2015, 16? Before I started YouTube at least, I think even before I got my capture card, because I remember testing out on the Simpsons game on Sonic 06. It was glitchy, so I had to get a new laptop. Probably 2015, maybe?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I got it just so I can play Sonic 06.
I just realized, if you're correct, you got your Xbox 360 the year I was forced to sell my Xbox 360.
Oh my.
Fate. But yeah, I know it's on the PlayStation 3 as well, but damn it, I want the same experience every other YouTuber had. And I would say in the long run, it was a pretty good idea to get some Xbox 360s so I can get Sonic games on the 360, like Sonic Unleashed and such. I don't know. I suppose it's a way that I got some games. I decided to get Sega Mega Drive Ultimate Collection tried out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's how I played Rise Star and I discovered Eco the Dolphin.
Your worst nightmare.
And then in 2021, when I decided that I wanted to play Sonic 06 after we started a Let's Play series on it, I just wanted to play through the rest of the game, but since I had a Series X, I decided to get a PlayStation 3. And
that's how you got to play Mortal Kombat 9.
Yeah. But, yeah, since I have the PS3 and since I can play some Xbox 360 games through the Series X, that's why I've kind of never really bothered to get a 360, even though I kind of want one, again, just for nostalgia reasons, but most of the 7th Gen games I want to play, they're on PS3, or they're backwards compatible on Series X, so...
Yeah, except for Sonic Generations.
Well, it was backwards compatible on Series X.
I mean, if you have the physical... If you have the physical
without announcing
it should still work. I hope. Maybe.
Yeah, the physical.
I swear to God, if it doesn't work anymore, I will destroy every other copy of Sonic and leave Sonic Generations alone. Maybe then Microsoft will put it back at the backwards compatibility.
But my point is, it should still work because if I remember correctly, the horrible Xbox 360 port of GTA San Andreas should still work on Series X.
Huh.
Like, even if you put in the original Xbox version, it'll download the Xbox 360 version.
By the way, the Xbox I have right now,
it's the same model I used to have, the S model.
Yeah, I got that for free from a teacher from school.
Oh, cool.
Oh, nice.
I'm not gonna lie, that was honestly really cool. The only other cool thing I got from something like that was the Atari 2600, but that was from a relative from England.
I see. What about that?
That reminds me of an old friend of mine said that he got a PlayStation 3 on Halloween, on October 31st. Now, he probably just bought the PlayStation 3 on that day, but I remember I joked about you go trick-or-treating and you go for candy and they throw in a PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a PlayStation.
Yeah, so here's a lesson. I am one of those people that occasionally go, do you have video games? Sometimes it does work, but my family is incredibly embarrassed about it. I don't blame them, but I don't regret it. I got an Atari 2600, damn it.
Anything else you want to talk about this
I suppose, I suppose this isn't technically 360, but I did eventually get a Series X from my family for Christmas.
Wasn't it your birthday?
But
Yeah, it was your birthday, I remember.
well, one of the things.
I remember one time when we came over to your place for your birthday and suddenly you just had an Xbox Series X in your room.
Yeah, I think it was definitely your birthday.
I even have the photo from when it... Yeah, I think the context was, it was when Shimoda and I were doing our Mortal Kombat 9 review and I showed him the photo like, Shimoda, he's got a Series X. Bring over Mortal Kombat and your Xbox controllers.
Screenshot review, put it in the Bloodcast.
Yeah. You shown pictures of your console set up in the living room, right?
A few times. My younger sister even took a picture of me playing Pokemon Yell and sent it to Twitter.
And I think that's how I learned you had a PS5.
Also, to be completely honest, you did do that little record during that eShop review, right?
It's gone now.
Oh.
Oh no, wait, that for actually, I don't know if it's still there.
Well, anyway.
Hopefully it's still there. But yeah, that was also that. My dad was right beside me. He was worried. So there's that. But yeah, to this day, I am still not 100% sure about the Series X. I mean, sure, I was once again eventually for Perfect Dark Perfect Dark reboot, but at the end of the day, the only real reason for me to have this is for rare replay and some of the games looking a bit better.
Yeah.
Anyway, what about
so
the...
it's
I guess
here
that's
who
the
doesn't
store.
actually have an Xbox here.
Yeah.
What about the store?
Oh yeah,
Here's the photo.
Oh god, I had it outside because I had no idea how to. Oh god, that's the old cabinet. We have a new one now. A slightly better one. It's slightly.
But yeah, I took that
I
photo.
love that fridge, though, to be honest.
Yeah, that's. I like that boulder. That's a nice boulder. And this in the 360 store, I don't have many memories. I do know people. I think people use.
I have no memories of the 360 store because, to be honest, I didn't know about Wi-Fi features or DLC until the PlayStation 4.
I love how.
I didn't even. The
I
same
tried to
thing
connect
with
up
me
to
with
the- I tried to connect to it
PlayStation 3.
once.
I didn't even know of the whole PlayStation Store or whatnot.
I love how.
I mean, when I did learn about the Xbox store, I thought you had to get Xbox Live just to access it.
Anyway, but I wanted to say, like, I did try to connect it to it once. It didn't work out. I wasn't able to connect my Xbox onto it, and I don't have an avatar anymore. So, that's fine. Avatars are useless.
You have the OG 360 model.
No, like kind of like updated somewhat. I remember it kind of like somewhat updated.
Oh yeah, because the 360 UI changed when the Kinect era came around.
Yeah, definitely. I think so.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. I think the older one looks a lot.
Yeah, not to
better.
mention that old intro.
Yeah.
That old intro was.
I don't mind either
Beautiful.
intro. I don't mind either intro.
Honestly,
The
I
old one's
kind of
but-
prefer the newer 360 UI, probably because I hopped on the 360 in 2011.
Yeah, let's be honest though, all memories of the UI is practically the new one.
Yeah.
But when I look back at old versions, I think the old UI looks much better. It has much more of a personality.
Anyway, but like, what else did you want to say?
I think I can't remember, but I think back then the 360 store had its own point system, much like the Wii Shop channel. I think, maybe, I don't know, but
Yeah.
I did buy a few digital games. Like I got the Banjo-Kazooie games. I got Injustice for free because of COVID. Perfect Dark. I got all the classic Sonic games before they were delisted.
Mm-hmm.
Through the Series X, I got Toy Story 3 and Epic Mickey 2. And let's see. Sorry, a lot to go through. Psychonauts was one I did not get in a 360, but the Series X, I still wish I was able to play on both, but I can do. So I'm going for a list of 360 and Series X stuff. So because I got Rayman 3 HD and Sonic 06, but it was just €5.
Yeah.
It's suddenly paid value as €5. I had to get that. And I got some other stuff like Mortal Kombat Arcade Legends, Spyro stuff.
I kind of wish I got it as well, but at the same time, I didn't want to have to spend €80 plus €5 on a console that has most of the games I already own on PS3, and same for a game, though very good offer for €5, but again, I already own the PS3 version, so I didn't want to go out that much out of my way to get a 360 and make around an €80 dent in my wallet just for a console that has most of the games I already have on PS3. This is a different situation with the Wii U shop closing, because on the Wii U there actually were games on there that I wanted that at the time I couldn't get on other systems since I don't have a Nintendo 64, an NES, or an SNES. So I decided, and I believe I did have a DS though, but a lot of the games like Mario & Luigi Partners in Time go up really high in prices these days. So it was good to get it off the Nintendo eShop before it closed.
Yeah,
so,
I probably should have done that.
yeah, you definitely should have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's also why I bought Persona 3 Fez off the PlayStation 3 store, because the PS2 copies of the game go for €88 in CEX right now.
Yeah. I also got the Crash Bandicoot games on 360, which apparently the newer ones are not on PlayStation 3. It's odd.
Yeah.
But they also kind of go for they're going to go for a pretty high price, and I wouldn't say I got cheap on the 360 store, but it's half, so what the heck not.
Yeah, maybe sometime in the future I will get a 360, purely for nostalgia reasons, but at the moment right now, I don't need it.
Yeah, I have a feeling.
I don't need it.
I have a feeling that very soon, because everyone say, oh, the 360 doesn't have internet connection anymore. The 360 is useless. I wouldn't say they're completely wrong. But I'd say the price will probably go down a lot.
Yeah, I will say this. The 360 was still a good console, and I'm not just saying that out of nostalgia reasons. It was a pretty good console overall.
And probably was the only best Xbox console out there.
Yeah, and the 7th generation was definitely a good generation for gaming. We got lots of good games.
Yeah, it was the online generation.
Yeah, it was just that the PS3 had slightly more games.
Not to mention the Wii had some good stuff.
Yeah, the Wii was good for first-party Nintendo games. The PlayStation 3 was, and let's be honest, both every PlayStation since then has basically been Xbox, but it has slightly more better first-party games.
Oh yeah, X. When you're in the air, you can go up and down to go down faster or slower or such.
Got it.
I mean, like, the Xbox 360 had it had Halo and Gears of War, and honestly, the Kinect was probably more iconic for than the PlayStation Move for
Imagine the Halo Call of Duty, but it uses the Kinect.
Yeah. I think that's another reason I want to get an Xbox 360 again.
The Kinect.
Yeah, but not really just because of I want to play the Kinect games again. It's mostly just for laughs, really.
Xbox One has Kinect, doesn't it? Oh, you died.
Yeah, but I don't think the
Cardio
Kinect...
X is dead.
Yeah, I don't think the Xbox One Kinect is backwards compatible with all the 360 Kinect games.
I think none of the 360 Kinects are.
So you can't play Sonic Free Riders on Series X.
Can't. But
It's just not possible.
Makes me wonder what games were there for that? What Kinect games were there for the Xbox One? Because I don't.
Just Dance.
Just Dance.
Wasn't there like the Kinect Sports or something like that?
Was
sequel?
On the Xbox One?
I think so.
There was also like a driving game, but I don't really remember.
Honestly, the bigger shame was the fact that Rare had to do it.
Yeah, and I think Xbox literally just gave up on the Kinect like a year into the Xbox One's life cycle. Hence why we don't know much about Xbox One Kinect games.
Yeah, Xbox One was really just bad. even if they fixed it.
Yeah, the only saving grace of the Xbox One and the Series X is the backwards compatibility. Like,
especially
if you don't
compared to PlayStation 4.
Yeah, like if you don't have an Xbox 360 or a PS3 and you wanted to get a current gen console that could also play some 7th gen games, Xbox Series X has you covered. Hence why I got it instead of the PS5, and then eventually I got a PS5, and now it's pretty much my main console.
It's kind of funny how PlayStation now are only doing this with backwards compatibility.
And eventually, after I got the Series X, I got a PS3 anyways because I wanted to play Sonic 06. And then I got a PS5, so now I kind of hardly use the Series X.
Oh yeah, which version of the game did I give you, Retro, of Mortal Kombat 9?
PS3.
Not the complete edition.
Oh yeah, give you the base version.
Well, at least you still got Kratos because he's included in He's included in both the base version and the Ultimate Edition of Mortal Kombat 9 on PS3.
They should have gotten you the PS Vita version, actually.
Yeah, we actually saw that in CEX the other day.
I see a few times, and I'm always tempted, but like 30 years, I'm not too sure to get it just as a joke.
And I think Kratos is even on the PS Vita version.
I think there's actually extra content in the PS Vita version. Like even extra costumes.
Huh.
The review is not complete so far.
Shut up.
I always find the stage pretty hard.
Shimoda and I are not going back to Mortal Kombat 9 ever again.
Maybe you want to change that sentence.
Plus, you didn't talk about the DLC for Sonic 06 or Unleashed. In fact, you didn't even think about it.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, Silver. You might need to think about that for a few minutes.
Why?
Because the gun.
So anyway,
What about the gun?
So anyway, I didn't. Thankfully, because of how not that much I cared about the 360 store, I didn't break the bank. But I did buy enough for me to put a bit of a hole in my wallet. But I can say this much: thanks to the Series X, I probably won't be. I won't be as worried when it comes to PlayStation store, but I will be worried when it comes to PlayStation 1 games.
Well,
until PlayStation 5 puts them on there, but
anything else?
I hope that Sony does go through with a plan to bring some of their older PlayStation games over to the PlayStation 5 store.
I don't think they're faster, goddammit.
Yeah, because they're on the PS Plus subscription, which just proves that yes, older PlayStation games can run on the PlayStation 5. They just need to make them available for purchase.
Yeah.
More of them. More old PlayStation games.
Yeah.
Because the selection right now is very limited.
I think the ones that you see are the ones that are on the PlayStation Plus. I don't...
Like, there's Lego Star Wars 2, some Toy Story games.
Yeah, you could... Yeah, but... Yeah. Yeah,
Can I ask, should we talk about, when Sega's new upcoming Sonic game?
Sure, I'm done.
Yeah, because I want to just say this now. I can't believe it. They're finally making Sonic X Shadow canon as a ship. That is important news. It was something very relieving to see that these two are just into each other.
I'm gonna make food. I don't think I really have that much more to say about it.
But yeah, I was actually also asking how many minutes.
30.
Yeah, we'll talk for a few more minutes, I think, and then might do something else.
Alright.
Let's talk about Sonic X Shadow Generations.
You brought food, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also brought a pizza.
Okay, I'm gonna
It's a pepperoni one.
I'm gonna put food on.
You got any drinks in there?
I brought a bottle of 7-Up.
And
about a bottle of Scrub Bag.
I got water.
That'll be fine then.
Drink. You start talking.
Anyway, but okay, let's see. So, Sonic X Shadow Generations. So, aside from the fact that they're confirming a ship, let's focus on the main fact that basically it's Sonic Generations, but now with Shadow content. Which, hey, I'm not against it. The only thing I'm hoping is that they don't butcher the fuck out of Shadow's characterization, because God knows that Sega has not been doing a great job with it so far. I think it's just a known fact that Sonic fans just don't like how Sonic team's been handling Shadow's characterization at this point. Just asking Retro.
Anyways.
I was hoping that he would answer, but okay. Anyway. But, yeah, they could be handling Shadow's characterization, but no, they've been handling it like shit. Gee, Sonic Team, maybe the reason why people don't like how Shadow's acting these days is because he's not acting like how he used to be.
He's not Vegeta.
He shouldn't be Vegeta. But no, he just acts more like an asshole than Vegeta actually when you think about it. Vegeta is an asshole, but he's not too much of an asshole to go as far as that he doesn't need any help.
Yeah.
But Shadow, he's just a dick. And they're just if they're trying to not make Team Dark canon, which, screw you. Team Dark is another reason why everyone loves Shadow. What is wrong with having Team Dark? What exactly is the problem with that, Sega? It's kind of what I'm hoping. I'm hoping Sega finally just decided to just stop being stupid for once in their life and just let Shadow be himself. It's actually just one reason. It's actually at least one reason why, technically speaking, while Sonic Prime is fine, The only issue was Shadow didn't really acknowledge anyone else aside from Sonic. You know, when you think about that, like, have you watched Sonic Prime?
I've seen it a few times. Well, I've watched the clips on YouTube.
Yeah, anyway, Silver, but like, you can at least agree with me, like, Shadow's characterization in the newer Sonic media has not been the best.
Yeah.
It's either he's either a dick, or that's it. I think that's really much it. Like, he acts like a dick, and he just acts like a loner and a dick for no reason, even though that's not correct. Like, gee, I love this, Sega. You make Shadow just act like a dick for no reason other than because. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know, like, maybe, I don't know if I'm repeating points here, but you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they fix this characterization in the Sonic 3 movie and maybe Sonic
I mean, the thing is,
Shadow
though,
Generations.
that version of Shadow is different from the games, but I still think that should be fine.
Yeah, honestly, I just want Shadow to be likable or at least maybe sympathetic in Sonic 3.
Yeah, but that's where Sonic X Shadow Generations, which focuses on the game's continuity. This is the thing. Can you just make him less like a dick? I don't know exactly why I know Ian Flynn is very well regarded, but I feel like Shadow's the only issue with his writing because it just feels like Ian Flynn doesn't get Shadow at all. It's either because Sega is not really allowing him to make Shadow, which, good job Sega, you're making people hate Shadow a little more.
Yeah.
I think at this point, yeah, like, it kind of feel like that Sega just doesn't understand it, or at least maybe Sega of America, I don't know if Sega Japan understands him. But, moving away from the story content, I do actually have to say, I think Shadow X Generation works, I think. It looks like it could work.
Yeah. My only fear is that
Someone else is already dead.
please don't let Shadow handle like Sonic in the cyberspace levels and Frontiers.
I mean, for the most part, it looks like he's actually handling a little better. He doesn't look like he's moving like a truck.
I guess there's a difference between seeing shit and playing shit.
True, then again, I guess there have been people who said that it seems controlled best, but who knows if that's honest.
Yeah, I'm staying a little bit optimistic, but I'm keeping my guard up. I'm keeping my drop near spear ready.
Johnny has something a bit
Yeah.
bothering me. It's not with Sonic or Shaq, though. It's just when, you know, some people have a tendency of calling the Nintendo console the Switch 2.
Yeah.
Would they actually have it be the Switch 2? Because
Last time Nintendo tried to write off the success of a previous successful console,
and I did pull like.
Every time they do that, the sales aren't that as good as the previous.
yeah, like,
Right.
I feel like I realized a pattern with Nintendo consoles. Like, the gimmick is cool at first, but then people stop caring over time. Again, not to say that the Wii and the Switch were bad or anything. They're iconic, but like the hype around the motion controls and the Switch's handheld hybrid thing, the hype around it is not really that high anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I still find a lot of use out of the Switch's hybrid features, but you don't hear people these days saying, "Oh, the Switch can switch between being a TV and a handheld. It's so cool."
Yeah, I think one of the main reasons is because Switch happened when
It happened after the Wii U.
and not just that. I think it's just because it happened like a few years before the next generation of consoles were coming out.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, it's impressive. It is still impressive that it's able to hold its own against those consoles because they actually have games.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I remember being so mind blown.
But you can't help but compare that console to the next gen console because when it's like releasing games side by side, that it's barely able to handle.
Yeah, like I remember being mind blown at the time that it was able to run games and it was a handheld that could run HD games because back in 2016 was when I was getting back into Nintendo games and I got my Nintendo Wii hooked up again. I was getting back into Mario games and by that point I kind of learned about the Wii U and I was thinking about getting one, but then the Switch was announced, so Yeah, there's no point in me getting a Wii U.
I forgot to plug my laptop in. I'm gonna do that right now.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I mean, the footage is not important for the Bloodcast, but
right. Anything else, or did I get back on topic with Sonic and Shadow?
yeah, what happened?
Anyway, I was just kind of saying. I was kind of saying earlier how you hope Sega doesn't fuck up his characterization again.
It's gonna be the worst Shadows you've ever seen.
Look, I mean, like Prime had the right idea. The only thing they were really missing was Shadow's compassion. Because here's the thing: Shadow only talks to Sonic. He talks to nobody else. Even so, that's still not the biggest issue with Sonic Prime. The biggest issue is the fact that people think it's canon. If you think it's canon, you're wrong. I'm joking. You're free to think what you
Can
want.
someone get you more of straight jackets?
you fucker. Anyway, what was I saying? But really, yeah, I think it's just really, is the gameplay going to feel good? Is it going to actually control well, or is it going to control like cyberspace? Hopefully not, but...
Because I feel like... I know this might sound harsh to say, but sometimes Sonic games have a tendency of getting components up.
Yeah. You know, remind.
Yeah, Sonic games
Sonic
sometimes...
Forces.
Sorry if me laughing because that's completely out of freaking place here.
Out of character. I didn't know you act out of character.
No, not out of character, out of wrong timing.
But anyways, I feel like Sonic games have sometimes Sonic games can new Sonic games can have especially 3D ones can have a tendency of bringing people's hopes up and then
just crushing them.
Yeah, I think I don't really think about it too often, but I suppose the thing kind of happened with Sonic Superstars because remember when I was excited about who would win Sonic Superstars or Super Mario Bros. Wonder.
I mean, in that case, no shit, Mario Wonder is gonna win. I mean,
it's Mario Wonder, but yeah. I had some faith with Sonic Superstars because I didn't think that the bosses would be that bad as well as any extra stuff. I didn't think special stages would be that annoying. I find that being more
Sonic Superstars has the easiest special stages in any Sonic game.
But I think maybe the reason
all you have to do is swing around like fucking Spider-Man and you get a Chaos Emerald. And hey, I'll take that over the Sonic 2 special stages.
Sonic 1 has the easiest special stages.
But like, but I think maybe people were excited was because of Naoto Oshima being back.
Oh,
You know?
Oh yeah.
But to stay back on Shadow Generation.
Shadow X Sonic Generation.
Yeah, it's just it's definitely the case of like, what can we expect other than old stages?
Yeah,
because we do have bosses, but we also have a hub world, and what's that hub world going to be like?
Yeah,
nothing.
I think the hub world is actually supposed to be 3D.
Sonic Frontiers.
It's supposed to be like Sonic Frontiers. I will say this though, it's a better concept for Sonic hub world because if the hub world does suck, at least it's just a hub world. It's just a means again to the next stage.
Yeah.
Is Shadow gonna control exactly like Sonic and Frontiers, where he controls like Sonic did in the hub world, and he plays like in cyberspace? I'm sorry if I'm getting my hopes down and feeling pessimistic.
It's Sonic.
I think the most logical reason would be it controls a bit like Sonic Generations, even in the hub world, but if they didn't do that, that'd be a bit weird. And also, please do not control Sonic Frontiers. Oh god.
Sonic Frontiers. Your worst nightmares are there.
Yeah,
So you guys don't like it, huh?
We liked Sonic Frontiers at first, but then
It just kind of got worse. Judging the book by its cover.
In my opinion, it's an okay game with a lot of flaws.
Yeah. And I guess the more I think about it, the less I liked it.
Yeah.
I still think it's an okay game.
Yeah, I think if you play Sonic Frontiers, you have to play it with your brain shut off. Which is why I think
it's not one of those games where you want to shut your brain off.
Yeah, it's not. It is kind of like that. But I feel like I enjoy most when I'm not actually think about having to go and when I'm doing anything, especially when playing on Switch. Downgrades aside, it feels much at home with Nintendo Switch because I can just pick it up and play for a few minutes and then put it down.
You know what I want to say right now,
Which
actually?
is weird.
Can I just say this now?
Yeah.
You want to know the only really good things I remember it, and I think one bad thing I remember it?
Yeah.
It's not even related to playing the game. The good thing I remember is that God of War Ragnarok exists.
Yeah.
And the bad thing I remember is that Sonic fans were acting like stupid bitches during the Game Awards. That is the only thing I remember of Sonic Frontiers. Otherwise, I can't remember jack shit from the game.
Yeah,
The only thing is Sage. Sage is the only thing I remember from that game.
Yeah, and some Sonic fans weren't some Sonic fans like making fake accounts to get Sonic Frontiers more votes during the Game Awards?
Okay, honestly, here's the thing. I think so, but I also hear that there's an app that allows you to create apps. It basically creates fake apps to add more stuff to it.
The sooner you can come out, the sooner I can kill you! I'm sorry! I'm just having too much fun here.
Yeah, maybe a bit too much, but I think we need to put in Arkham Asylum.
Anyway, but the thing is, that might be the reason, but it's hard to say as well if the Genshin fans are innocent either, because we don't know. I mean, most people go the Sonic fans are at fault, which, let's be fair, they were at fault for starting a flame war against the biggest Chinese game out there. I mean, Genshin Impact is very big in China, and basically with anime fans.
I will say this.
I just actually realized that remembered a video of I think it was one of those Jim Carrey movies of him saying, "Yeah, you better start walking." And it's a whole bunch of Sonic games, and it's Sonic almost getting but it's
I remember that.
Actually, I think
we don't talk about Sonic Omens. We don't do this.
No, I'm just talking about the George's video. They just also had Genshin Impact and one of the guys just...
It fucking ripped off Cars 2.
What?
I mean...
The Sonic Omens, it ripped off Cars 2.
What?
The oil rig music.
Oh, right.
I didn't know that, but I remember the fact that there was that weird thing that was to do with Maria, and then there was...
I'm the only one in the group who played Cars 2 the game as a kid, so I immediately knew the music.
For next week we should play Cars 2 on the 3DS.
I don't know if I have anything else to discuss about this though.
In terms of
honestly, I think I want to see the best, but there's only. Hold on, wait! I just remembered. If Mephiles is not in there, it's getting a 0 out of 10. By the way.
If Mephiles is in there, they're gonna call Mephiles. I will put my money down on that.
I just want it to be a good game.
Yeah, but I know, but seriously, Mephiles, Sega, we want Mephiles. Bring us the meme lord back. Bring us the guy that killed Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic Generations is already a good game, and I'm hoping the Shadow portion makes the game even better, but I want the game to control well, and I want Shadow's levels to be fun, so that the Sonic X Shadow Generations can be amongst the Sonic games that I'd fondly like to go back to. Unlike Sonic Frontiers, where I played it once and never felt the motivation to play it again.
Yeah, I should have known if I bought it at full price.
Yeah, me neither. I even bought it. I bought it. I think Shimoda and I bought it at launch so we could do the review with you.
I think I bought the game for 60 euros.
Yes,
I think that's how much I bought it for.
No, you didn't miss out much. If you see
I just watched the cutscenes.
Yeah. If you find out a good price, you might as well give it a try. Yeah, you might enjoy it much more than any of us, since...
Yeah.
So,
again, it's not the worst game in the world, and honestly, if I'm going to be honest, I probably have more fun running around as Sonic in the open world than I do with Breath of the Wild. Even though Breath of the Wild is probably the better game, I guess I just like running fast as Sonic and getting from where I need to go.
GTA.
And I like getting where I need to go as easily as possible, but Sonic Frontiers could have done with more variety of environments and open worlds. That was one of the problems with the game. 3 of the open worlds were just the grassy levels, 1 desert level, 1 volcano level. It just lacked variety.
and then the DLC was worse.
Yeah, the DLC fits a tiny bit, but it didn't really do much better. It's just
but it's like, but then the third update came out, and I want to say this.
That's what I was talking about.
Okay, but like the other updates fixed things, but like that third update, like holy fuck, who thought? Let's make the boss rush as fucking hard as possible, and make it nearly impossible to complete.
To be fair though, I was playing this on hard mode, not all the way hard mode at launch. I did beat it after the updates afterwards.
Yeah, but like I played normal mode. It was hard. Played easy mode. I still couldn't finish it.
Yeah, so
the only time I was able to finally finish the damn game was when the second update came for it.
I might play it on easy mode, see how that works, and if it works, I can stay at least after the update. Then it's fine. So because I'm like I know because the rest of Sonic Frontiers is very easy on hard mode.
Yeah, but
like too goddamn easy.
Like it feels strange.
If Sonic Team wants to go in the same direction for the next mainline Sonic game, make it the kind of an evolution of Sonic Frontiers. Here's what I'd have to do.
First one, get actual good designs.
Make more environments, make more open worlds, make more variety, and maybe use the Sonic Dream Team art style.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that console!
Yeah, that game's art style looks very vibrant and appealing. That's
too bad Sega fired them.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
In my opinion,
okay,
the Sonic Dream Team art style is the perfect art style for Sonic.
What's my problem? Did it have to give it to the fucking mobile thing?
Okay, but let me explain. But like the people who did it, they weren't Sonic Team. That was like a Sega Hardlight, I think. I think that was in Sega Europe.
The Sonic Dash team.
Yeah, but like that was Sega Europe, I think. Probably.
And he got fired?
Yeah, because Angry Birds probably. I don't know. I don't know like why, but like
that is giving me flashback from the Activision pen.
This is reminding me of PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale.
What you mean?
You know how Sony fired the team after they made the game?
Oh my god, yeah, I remember
Hey,
that.
was a bit okay. Sure, it wasn't. Sure, it wasn't a perfect masterpiece, but it was still a good game. You didn't have to fire them, you dickheads.
Yeah. What's with this trend of finding people out there made okay or even great games? Like, come on, what happened to Legend of Satoru Iwata where he slashed his salary in half so he didn't have to fire anybody after the 3DS?
Because for every good person there is out there, 3 or 4 bad more people come in their place.
I got back into Nintendo in 2016, so I probably wouldn't have known about it, but even I can agree that guy was a good man.
Yeah, I didn't know about it until his death, so...
It does have... I don't like to say this now, but like, we ended Bloodcast now.
I'm gonna say my stuff because I didn't get to say much.
But I want to end this Bloodcast.
Oh yeah, and one more thing. If they want to bring back the if Sonic Team wants to bring back the cyberspace levels, again, like with the open worlds, make more variety and don't bring back levels that have already been remade over and over again.
Okay.
So in short, make more originality.
Okay, so here's my team with Sonic X Shadow Generations. The Sonic side, it looks like practically the same game. We get costumes. Thank God, I like my adventure skins.
It's looking positive.
Yeah, and they have removed lives, I believe. So bring them back.
I'm not too bothered by that because Sonic Generations is already an easy game.
Yeah, I mean,
it's so easy to max out your lives. So
yeah, but in that case, I'd rather harder mode.
Not too big of a loss to me. I'm not trying to say this as with bias as someone who is not a big fan of lives. Like, even I can agree, even I can say Sonic Generations was already an easy game to begin with, so it's pretty hard to get a game over in it. So if they got rid of the lives, I don't think I'd be that upset, even if I liked having lives in video games. Because again, it's already an easy game to begin with.
Right, but all that said, I mean, look, I'm interested in seeing what they do, but
Yeah.
I have a feeling the next best Sega game is not going to be from Sega but from Atlas because they had that they have that upcoming RPG called.
And there was Persona 3 Reload this year.
So yeah, I definitely think Sonic is not going to win this year.
Yeah, but
Actually, hell, even Yakuza probably could beat it.
Yeah, I still need to get around to Infinite Wealth, but
Yeah.
I am hopeful that Sonic X Shadow Generations is going to be good, but the last two Sonic ports that I can think of didn't exactly deliver. Like, Sonic Colors Ultimate was a fucking disaster.
And
Yeah.
Sonic Origins, it wasn't a glitchy mess, but the glitches there are surprising.
And the game,
And I
the game
understand
got an
what-
update, but it was.
And I understand with the music situation, it was hard. It was probably hard to get the rights to the Michael Jackson music, but
Yep.
I guess still not quite the definitive version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Yeah.
Ironically, as he said earlier off microphone, the Xbox 360 version of Sonic 3 and Knuckles is ironically the best modern way to play the game.
Well, that or you can play Sonic Mega Question.
Yeah, but I feel like
but
on a
we-
console with HDMI.
Yeah, but we don't have. But that's the problem.
Yeah.
But can we close this off now?
I'm still.
How are you gonna finish?
Because all I said was two things and you guys interrupted me.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry.
Dude, I'm
Dude.
gonna fire you.
You can't fire us.
Anyway, so outside of the costumes and the lights and pizza. Okay, someone get the pizza. Make sure to wear oven mitts, dude. Outside of those two, it seems like Sonic Generations looks the same. I mean, it's really hard to tell with YouTube bit crunch and everything, let's be honest. But it seems to be the same, which I have a feeling is Sega's way of trying to go like, we're not gonna F up this time. So at the very least,
They will F up again.
so at least I hope so. Look, at the end of the day, hey, all of these
You
things
hope so,
are all of these things are something we can see, but we've been banned for Sonic before, so seeing it is going to be different from playing. So there's only one way to find out.
Yep.
But at the very least, it's nothing very apparent like Sonic Colors Ultimate with its oversaturation. So at the very least, the Sonic side looks practically the same, but at least it's good. Hopefully the Switch version is going to be good. It's hard to tell. On the shell side, it is looking pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really see any major flaws, and I enjoy this. I think the stage that I bring back, I do kind of enjoy. The music,
Which ones?
The Kingdom Valley, Space Channel 5. I don't know, Final Rush, that's what it's called. And goddamn Sonic Hills, good job! And I will say, probably music remix on my team, but I feel like people are forgetting that this is Shadow, so it's probably gonna suit him a bit more, if I'm gonna be honest.
I mean, I hope that. I mean, there's so far only 3 levels revealed, I think. Is that right?
Yeah, so far it's only the 3 levels. I hope it's more than 3 levels, but
You know the only question actually?
yeah.
So like, well, technically speaking, the first level, the final rush or whatever it is, technically it has Radical
I
Highway
think
in
it
there.
might need another few minutes.
Okay.
I'm gonna set it for 4 minutes.
Okay.
Anyway, but like, I mean, like, we need at least 1 level from Shadow the Hedgehog, and let's hope we don't get any levels from Forces.
Also,
I wouldn't mind if they did Sonic Forces if they actually improved. Actually I wouldn't mind level from Colors improved. Because remember what happened with the modern level of Colors and Generations and how it
Well,
seemed...
Shadow wasn't in that game. Wait, in the DS version, but still.
Also, sorry for pedaling back to Sonic Frontiers, but to some of my issues with it in one sentence, it feels like a budget game at full price.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because like Persona 3 Reload is so vibrant and colorful. It feels like a game that was made to the fullest of its budget, and like if I bought it at full price, I wouldn't mind because it's a damn good game.
Yeah. So anyway, so for Sonic and Shadow Generations, everything seems to be good except for goddamn lives. but
Yeah, for
it's mostly, especially with the Switch Plus. Please actually be on par. It is a Sonic goddamn Generations game.
Yeah. In my case, since there's probably going to be PlayStation, even if there's no PlayStation exclusive content, I'm still getting the PS5 version anyways because I don't want to take my chances on the Switch port being bad.
Yeah, I
Like,
understand.
yeah, like, you can't blame me after how badly they screwed up Sonic Colors Ultimate, especially the Switch version.
I mean, didn't also Ty mention how... Didn't the number one Tie Man also mention how Frontiers on Switch wasn't that good?
I mean, from what Retro told us of his experience, Sonic Frontiers feels right at home on the Switch since, as I said, it feels like a budget game at a full price tag.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like it depends on your viewpoint. If you care about the graphics, then you're not gonna like Sonic Frontiers, period.
Okay,
Yeah.
how many hours have we been going for? Sorry.
I know, I'm trying to conclude it. Everybody,
Yeah.
shut your mousetrap.
No, finish up.
Yeah.
I need that money.
Okay, anyway, yeah, I hope it's good. I don't see any flaws. I just hope it's good. I also hope
Me too.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too sure how they would actually improve the Sonic Generations part without actually,
Online time attack?
oh yeah, that'd be good. Remember 3DS local play?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty good. But yeah, I suppose that's gonna be all.
I'm the
Moda.
same. I'm hoping it's good, but I'm still keeping my guard up. I'm keeping my Drotnir Spear ready to go if it's bad.
Oh, trust me, my magic's ready.
Well, I guess we'll see you next time on Bloodcast.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Goodbye.
Bye.
That's all, folks.